So I've now been making content across social media about my running, documenting my journey here on YouTube as well as on Instagram for 4 years now, and across that period I've tried lots of different cameras. Today I am reviewing a camera that has been pivotal in that journey in documenting, and that is the Go 3 from Insta360. This is the previous model, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Go 3S, which is what I'm currently filming on today. It's a new and improved version of the Go 3, which I've been using for probably about 6 months to a year. We've got some great new features, including 4K video, a nice wide angled lens, as I'm sure you can see, and lots of other wicked features that I'm going to talk you through in today's video. Now, I'm no tech reviewer, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more high quality tech style reviews of this camera. I would urge you to head down to the description to check out the camera. You can read all about the features there, but I'm going to talk through mainly the ones that I use as a running content creator across both YouTube and Instagram, and explain why this is the most valuable kit I have in my camera gear arsenal. So behind me here are the 3 cameras from Insta360 that I've used over the last few years, starting with the Go 2. This was the original little action camera that I would use to film my content. Still use it now, but obviously with the new upgrades I haven't used it as much. This was the Go 3 in the white, the first one to come with a charge case and that selfie screen. And finally, the camera that I'm reviewing in today's video, the Go 3S in this black colorway. So just quickly, you may be thinking, what are the differences between the 2 cameras if you already have the Go 3? The Go 3S is basically just an upgrade to this version. So we now have 4K video as opposed to 2.7K. The slow-mo's also been improved, now has 200 frames per second, and it's also just a lot quicker to export clips from the Go 3 straight to your phone, due to a more powerful sort of processor in this camera. So yeah, a few minor changes, but they have really improved the quality in this one, which is a big step up from the Go 3. So I thought I would talk you through some of the accessories the camera comes with and explain to you how I use them. The main thing with this camera is it comes in this charge case and that selfie screen, so you can use it as a usual vlog camera, but it also quite easily clips out, and then you can use it with these attachments. So I'll talk you through them quickly. This is the head mount clip. So this is what I use for all the point of view shots in races. The camera just clips in there nicely via magnet. It's not going to fall out, and then you can simply put it on the front of your cap, or usually I put it on the back, turn my cap around and put it on the front there, and it's super stable. To use the camera out of the case, you just literally press the button once and then it starts recording, and when you're in a race, if you want to stop recording, you just press the button again and it stops recording. So yeah, very simple to use. The next one that's pretty cool is this pendant that goes around your neck, and I used it for a few of the point of view stuff. When I was making coffee this morning, this obviously goes beneath your t-shirt so you can't see it. You can either have the camera that way around or that way around, depending on whether you're filming for Instagram or YouTube, and then it just fits around your neck and sort of films you as you're going about your day-to-day stuff. Finally, we've got this sort of selfie stick. Comes with this attachment again, just clips on there very securely. But what I use this for mostly is for filming my feet when I'm running, getting those real close to the ground shots of running shoes. I simply put the Insta360 on the stick like this, extends down towards my feet, and then I can run along holding this camera in one hand and get a real close to the ground shot for pretty unique perspective that you can't really get with other cameras. There is one other attachment that comes with this camera, and that is this sucker pad. Simply take off this bit here and then it will literally stick to anything. I use that a lot in the car, or if I want to get an angle of the coffee machine from above, and then when you're done, simply just stick that sticker back on there to protect the sucker pad, and then you can use it again in a different location. So yeah, they're basically all of the accessories that I use with the Insta360. It allows you to be really creative with your shot choice, which is one of the real big benefits of this camera. Morning. And another real plus point of this camera is just how portable it is. Super tiny, about the size of my thumb. So taking it into races and out on training runs really isn't a problem. Most of the time I just chuck it in my back pocket, or in a race I can even just keep it in the palm of my hand and forget it's even there, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's really handy to have such a small camera that produces such high quality. The camera's also magnetic, so if I'm out on a run and I see anything magnetic like a lamppost, I can just stick the camera on there and run past, and I've got a nice little shot there of my run. I don't need a tripod, don't need to stop for 5 minutes to set up the camera angle. Can easily do that in sort of 20-30 seconds and then crack on with my run. So yeah, really good portable piece of kit. It's been a game changer for me as a running content creator to have this in my back pocket out on training runs as well as in races. So let's talk vlogging. Typically I would use this as my vlog camera. So anything where I'm not running, I would use this point and shoot from Canon. The benefit of this was it had a flip screen. The image stabilization wasn't quite as good as the action camera, but the quality used to be a lot better than something you would get from an action camera. So yeah, I typically would have used this as my vlog camera for anything around the house, walking around, where I'm not running basically and need that additional stabilization. But now with the Go 3S obviously being now 4K, which is even higher quality than my camera, which is just 1080p, and with that flip screen, I can now use this basically as a vlog camera. So I can do all my sit down stuff. I can even shoot in a slightly different mode on the camera where it has less image stabilization but a slight higher picture quality. So in short, this has become a much more well-rounded camera that I can use for all my running stuff as well as all of my vlogging stuff. So that pretty much summarizes my review of the Insta360 Go 3S. I hope you've enjoyed the insights into how I use a piece of kit like this for my content creation, and if you've been debating whether to give content a go yourself, then I urge you to give it a try, and a camera like this will definitely help with that. In terms of downsides to this camera, there really isn't very many. But one I do want to just make you aware of is that only the camera body is waterproof. So you can take this in the pool up to 10 meters, but the charging case isn't. So to avoid breaking it on your first go, do not take this in the swimming pool, and just make sure when you put the camera back into the case that it's nice and dry. But other than that, it is a really great piece of kit. Very, very versatile, and one I will continue to use. Thanks for Insta360 for sending one of these out for the purpose of review. I hope you've enjoyed it, but until next time, aspire to run, run to inspire, and we'll see you again soon.